Hello everybody, my name is Advent Protector. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. Content warning, please visit, I don't have, I have anxiety, but I don't have a depression. Uh, you agree that you're at least 13 years of age and you consent to exposure of highly disturbing content? Yes. Team Salvador. Well, everyone knows what this game is, so no need for introduction. um, um, Alright, let's get into this. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's fully oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. Is there any way... I don't want... You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, we would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! I overslept again! Is that the... I know that's not the voice, but that's not supposed to be the sound she's supposed to be making on that. Ah! But I caught up with you this time. Okay, I am not a good female voice actor, I'll admit you that. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, TV Protector. Speaking of which, guys, TV Protector, go follow me on Twitter. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Uh, whatever you say, Sayori. we cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets became increasingly speckled with other students making the daily commute. By the way, TV Protector, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in... that's me. I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. Me IRL. I haven't been looking either. Heh, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just get by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried and that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I mean, is gaming a skill? Because I got that before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What is a NEET? Post-editing self, please tell me what that is. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm suppose I let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worried much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Oh boy. The school day is an ordinary day as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sorry wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I'll look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch up to you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you were even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Guys, just to forewarn you again, I cannot do female voices. So if you are offended by my voice, please note that I can't do a pretty good one. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you would come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Ah, meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sarah is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third year class and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Okay, I'm going to stop with the female voices. It's starting to get irritating myself. Sayori always looks nice. So always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, TV Perfector, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, TV Protector. Monica saw us. Monica. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica? Come sit down, TV Protector. We made a room for you at the table. So you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take the seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like a little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate are used to make ears. Oh my god. I can't do this anymore. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica, then I follow. It's delicious. Sari talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She is waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. No, you dummy! Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Don't tell me that these people are little children at hearts. You can keep a whole tea set in this class. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. After all, I don't read, so. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri finally faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could possibly be board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm supposed there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially if it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You can, you have to work hard and convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes your school events like the festival and that much more important. I'm confident that you can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still really don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, TV Protector, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My, fa- my favorites are usually novels that build deep into complex fantasy worlds. So Harry Potter. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really grasp something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. I mean, I've seen some gentle girls who read horror before and likes horror. But if a story makes me think, it makes me... Oh, God! It takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if it, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give it back! Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Natsuki, Sayori Saddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands over her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer, but yet I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing what level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. Don't you have writing expression too, writing experience too, Yuri. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Mitsuki feel comfortable even enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of your own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Uh, um, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, TV Protector? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh, what's that? Now that we're back on the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I've never said that I would join this club. Sarah may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I'll lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. TV Protector, you all, I defensively look against these girls. Or how am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like that? That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm happy. I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. I mean, I would do. I would too. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting. We can all so we can all share. I can't speak. Monica looks over at me once more. TV Protector, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress a class star Monica with a mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Oh. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, TV Protector, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Oh, sorry guys, I am yawning today. I am tired. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Well, I'd really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club. Perhaps I will have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune would find me. And I guess that starts with a rhyme poem for tonight. Alright, guys. On that note, pick roll. Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. Yeah, let's do that next time. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.